Hollowbrook, a place untouched by time. We see a car approaching from the distance, carrying the newcomers, a family of four. The car pulls up to their new house, a modern, sleek structure that contrasts sharply with the surrounding quaint cottages. We made it, guys. Our new home, and it's just as beautiful as the pictures. The kids, Emma, 14, and Liam, 10, eagerly exit the car, taking in their new surroundings. This place is kinda creepy, Mom. I heard there are monsters in the woods. No monsters, sweetie. Just stories to keep you on your toes. As they enter their new home, the door creaks ominously behind them. The newcomers settled into their new home, but whispers of a chilling legend hung heavy in the air. They meet some townsfolk, standing near a bonfire, who share the haunting stories about the Skinwalker. The townsfolk spoke of the Skinwalker, a shape-shifting, vengeful spirit that preys on the unsuspecting. A man with deep wrinkles and a weathered face, OLD Man Jones, steps forward, his voice trembling with fear. Old Man Jones, 60s, gravely, whispering, "It's real, I tell ya. I've seen it with my own eyes." It takes on the form of what you fear most. The newcomers exchange uneasy glances. Sarah, polite but skeptical. "Thank you for the stories, but we don't really believe in such things." They walk away, but the unease lingers. The legends of the Skinwalker left a lingering doubt in the newcomers' minds, a seed of fear that would soon take root. As the days passed, the newcomers settled into their new home, but strange occurrences began to unfold. The family is in the living room, and they hear eerie howls in the night. Eerie howls echo through the dark woods, unsettling their peaceful nights. Liam enters the living room, visibly scared. "Did you hear that, Mom?" "It's the monsters." Sarah comforts him. "It's just the wind, sweetie. There are no monsters." But doubt had crept in, casting shadows on their sense of security. Later, they notice their pet cat has disappeared. Emma searches for it. Their pet had gone missing, leaving only an empty collar behind. Emma returns, teary-eyed. "Mom, Fluffy's gone. I can't find her anywhere." Sarah, worried. "We'll find her, honey. She probably just wandered off." Yet, doubt lingered, and unease grew with each passing day. Amidst the unsettling events, Sarah, one of the newcomers, grew increasingly curious. Sarah is in her room, researching the Skinwalker legends. Driven by curiosity, she started to research the legends surrounding the Skinwalker. We see Sarah flipping through old town records and interviewing townsfolk. Sarah uncovered dusty archives, whispered accounts, and chilling tales passed down through generations. Sarah talks to a local, OLD woman Martha, sitting on her porch. Old woman Martha, 70s, wise. "Child, you're treading dangerous waters. Some secrets are better left buried." Sarah, determined, continues her research, but her determination only deepened as she ventured further into the town's dark history. Sarah finds an old diary, filled with cryptic entries. In a hidden corner of the town library, she stumbled upon a weathered diary, its pages filled with cryptic entries and drawings. Sarah's face reveals a mix of curiosity and unease as she reads. The diary hinted at a tale of violence, betrayal, and a vengeful spirit lurking in the shadows. Sarah closes the diary, her mind racing with questions. The secrets she uncovered left her with more questions than answers, but she couldn't turn back now. Sarah's determination sets the stage for what's to come. For Sarah, the search for truth had only just begun, and the town's dark past was about to resurface in terrifying ways. As Sarah delved deeper into the Skinwalker legends, unsettling truths began to emerge. Sarah is seen poring over old, dusty town records in a dimly lit room. She uncovered archives hidden away for generations, revealing a town's dark history. We see Sarah talking to townsfolk, including Old Man Jones, who leans in, his eyes filled with dread. "You're treading where you shouldn't, child. Some secrets are best left undisturbed." But Sarah couldn't be deterred. She had glimpsed something terrible beneath the surface. Sarah stumbles upon a hidden room in an old house. In a forgotten corner of an ancient house, she discovered a locked room, covered in dust and cobwebs. Sarah opens the door to reveal a chamber filled with eerie artifacts. The room held relics of a forgotten past, strange masks, faded photographs, and cryptic symbols etched into the walls. Sarah gazes at an old journal on a dusty table. Within an old journal, she found cryptic entries that hinted at a vengeful spirit bound to the town. Sarah closes the journal, her eyes wide with realization. Sarah had uncovered a dark truth, a history of violence, betrayal, and a malevolent force lurking within Hollowbrook. Her determination deepens as she prepares to confront the chilling reality. The secrets she uncovered would change everything, for Sarah was now on a collision course with the supernatural, and there was no turning back. As Sarah delved deeper into the town's dark history, an ominous presence began to make itself known. We see Sarah in her room, organizing her research, her face etched with worry. The weight of her discoveries pressed heavily upon her, casting a shadow over her sense of security. Liam and Emma huddled together in their room, spooked by the unsettling howls outside. The eerie howls in the night had grown louder, their mournful sound sending shivers down their spines. Sarah tries to reassure her family, calm but concerned. It's just the wind, kids. Don't let it get to you. But the unease was palpable, creeping into every corner of their new home. Later, the family's pet cat reappears, but it's changed, its eyes glow eerily. Fluffy, their once beloved pet, returned, but something about her had changed. Her eyes glowed with an eerie light. The family watches Fluffy cautiously. Emma, worried, Mom, what's wrong with Fluffy? Sarah tries to hide her unease. Hesitant, I'm not sure, sweetie. She must have been through a lot out there. Each unsettling occurrence deepened their sense of dread, and the feeling that something sinister was lurking just beyond their understanding. The woods, once serene, now seemed to hold secrets darker than the night, secrets that were slowly closing in on the newcomers. The tension continues to mount as the family's unease grows. And in the heart of Hollowbrook, a malevolent force bided its time, ready to reveal its true nature. As the family's unease grew, it was only a matter of time before they would come face to face with the malevolent force that haunted Hollowbrook. We see Sarah, determined, heading into the woods with a flashlight. Sarah, driven by her research, ventured into the dark woods, determined to uncover the truth. The night was pitch black, and eerie sounds seemed to close in around her. She froze as she heard a rustling in the bushes nearby. Sarah's flashlight reveals a figure, but it's too fast to make out, catching only a fleeting glimpse of a shadowy figure that disappeared into the darkness. Her heart raced as she pressed on, her footsteps echoing through the silent woods. And then, it happened. She came face to face with the Skinwalker itself. Its appearance shifted and twisted, a ghastly, shape-shifting entity that defied reason. Sarah stood frozen in terror as the Skinwalker advanced, its presence suffocating. As Sarah confronted the supernatural force that lurked in the shadows, her fate hung in the balance, and the horrors of Hollowbrook were laid bare. In the heart of the woods, the Skinwalker had Sarah cornered, its sinister intentions revealed. Desperate to escape, Sarah tried to flee, but the Skinwalker was relentless, catching up to her with uncanny speed. Her flashlight dropped to the ground, flickering out in the darkness. And then, with a chilling transformation, the Skinwalker took on Sarah's appearance, becoming an uncanny doppelganger. The real Sarah lay lifeless on the forest floor, her fate sealed by the malevolent force that had haunted Hollowbrook for generations. Meanwhile, back in their home, the family remained unaware of the horrifying encounter in the woods. Inside the house, the Skinwalker, now wearing Sarah's form, entered silently, blending seamlessly with the family. Its disguise was perfect, every detail of Sarah's appearance replicated flawlessly, except for the malevolent glint in its eyes. Approaching Liam and Emma, the Skinwalker, in Sarah's guise, spoke with a sinister sweetness. "Hello, my baby."